If I fight Ilia or Armin, I'm gonna absolutely rinse their lives. I'm just gonna absolutely terrorise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if I fight like Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
Yeah.
Like, I respect, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilia, but we've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him shit. Armin Sarukian, I've got no respect for at all. He's just a rich kid. He's like, daddy's a millionaire. You know what I mean? So
where does the respect come from in fighting? Like, the guys that you respect versus don't respect, like,
it's the fighting. Armin's a good fighter, like, to be honest, but I just can't respect him because like, he's living on daddy's money.
Yeah.
And without that, he wouldn't be where he is.
Sure.
He's sitting there eating caviar for $2,000 caviar for breakfast and that.
That's the fight that I want. With Charles, I had a little bit difficult situation because I really like the guy. But with Paddy, I'm really gonna enjoy kicking his ass.
The tension between Paddy the Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria has reached another level, and Paddy Pimblett is making it clear that he has absolutely no intention of backing down from one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC.
I don't think Ilia Topuria ever comes back the same. His whole mindset, his whole ego, it's like, I'm undefeated, no one can beat me. Having celebrations the night before the fight. Ilia's only ever been the hammer, he's never been the nail. I just don't think he'll ever be the same. I have been there before, I've been beat, I've had to come back stronger every time, and I have done. He's never had to do this before. He's gonna have to look at himself in the mirror and be like, I've just got my head smashed in, I need to come back. I'd happily be his first fight back. I always said I'd beat him. I don't think Ilia's as mentally tough as he thinks he is.
For months, the rivalry between these two fighters has been fueled by confidence, trash talk, contrasting personalities, and the possibility of a massive future showdown.
This division has Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett. If you knock out Rufy, does that make you the best streamer and the biggest star in the lightweight division?
I need a no. I need a title fight. I need a title fight and become a champion, and I'll be the biggest star in UFC.
And if you win the title, who do you want more, Ilia or Paddy Pimblett?
Both of them same night. Easy, man, easy. But it's a nightmare for somebody.
Topuria has built a reputation as one of the most dangerous knockout artists in MMA, while Pimblett has developed his own reputation as a fighter who thrives under pressure and refuses to be intimidated. Now, with the spotlight getting brighter, Paddy's latest warning to Topuria has fans talking because it is not simply about trash talk anymore.
I think Ilia Topuria fight with somebody like a Chandler. He fights with a Chandler and then fight for the title again.
If you had to pick one of the two between Paddy or Ilia, who would you go with?
Ilia. I want that fight more than with Paddy.
It is about what could happen if these two men eventually find themselves locked inside the octagon.
I need a no. I need a title fight. I need a title fight and become a champion, and I'll be the biggest star in UFC.
And if you win the title, who do you want more, Ilia or Paddy Pimblett?
Both of them same night. Easy, man, easy. But it's a nightmare for somebody.
Question for Dana. Dana, over here on your right.
Pimblett knows exactly what kind of threat Topuria represents. Ilia is technically sharp, incredibly powerful, composed under pressure, and capable of ending a fight with a single clean punch. His ability to mix boxing combinations with wrestling and submission attacks makes him one of the most complete fighters in the division. But
then other guys are just soft.
But if I fight Ilia or Armin, I'm gonna absolutely rinse their lives. I'm just gonna absolutely terrorise them. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilia, but we've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him shit. But Armin, I don't.
That's a phenomenal. Bro, he calls people sausages. It's the best fucking thing in the world. I'm telling you.
Armin Sarukian, I've got no respect for at all. He's just a rich kid. He's like, daddy's a millionaire.
Paddy believes that Topuria's confidence could eventually become his biggest weakness. Pimblett has never been the type of fighter to walk into a fight believing that his opponent is unbeatable, and that mentality is once again on full display.
But if I fight Ilia or Armin, I'm gonna absolutely rinse their lives.
There's a blonde.
I'm just gonna absolutely terrorise them. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilia, but we've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him. Armin Sarukian, I've got no respect for at all. He's just a rich kid.
Paddy's message is simple. If Topuria thinks he can scare him, intimidate him, or mentally break him before the fight even starts, he may be making a serious mistake. Pimblett has repeatedly shown that he enjoys fighting when the pressure is at its highest, and his personality allows him to turn criticism and doubt into motivation.
When you watch Ilia and Justin fight, like, obviously you said he was going to win, but were you surprised by the way that he did it?
That's just a Justin Gagey-esque fight, isn't it? That's why he's your favourite fighter's favourite fighter, lad. Or even though he beat me, I'm still a fan. It was just great to see that little quit in the corner.
But he didn't quit, Paddy.
He did
Paddy,
quit.
he did not quit, Paddy.
He quit.
No, his corner.
He quit.
Somebody said we finished the fight,
No,
and then somebody
DC,
else came over.
He quit.
You think he quit?
If my coach says to me, "We finished the fight," I go, "No, we finished the fight. We're going out there. End of.
Yeah.
We're not quitting on the stool. We're not. We're fighters. Can't sit there. No mass. No mass."
Paddy, you didn't hear him say that, though.
I
Paddy.
don't give a.
That is exactly why a potential clash with Topuria would be so fascinating. On one side, you have Topuria, a fighter who carries himself like a champion and believes he has the skills to defeat anyone standing across from him.
Why do you dislike him so much?
Because he's fake. He's so fake, lad. Everything's just orchestrated.
So you found a lot of joy in that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I celebrated watching Justin win because it was on a Sunday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So what I do to watch the UFC is I have my phone on Do Not Disturb.
I remember you telling me this.
And I get up at like 6, 7 a.m. to watch it because I don't want to ruin my sleeping pattern. Monday morning, I was watching that before I went to gym, and I had such a good session that Monday morning when I got to the gym. He got his ass beat well worse than I did.
On the other side, you have Pimblett, a fighter who loves chaos, embraces the spotlight, and believes his toughness, grappling ability, conditioning, and relentless pressure can create problems for anyone. Paddy's warning is essentially that Topuria should not assume the fight will go exactly the way he wants. If Topuria expects to land one big shot and watch Pimblett collapse, Paddy believes he could be in for a completely different experience.
Does he have the helicopter? He smiles, right? He smiles. And he starts to speak to you in that voice. You know, DC. And I'm like, no, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. How do you have a $2 million gym when you haven't defended the belt? I've defended the belt multiple times. And my gym cost me $60,000. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what did I do wrong, Ilia Topuria?
Pimblett has taken heavy criticism throughout his UFC career, particularly regarding his striking defense and the way he has looked in certain fights, but he has consistently found ways to survive difficult moments and turn fights around. That resilience is something Topuria would have to respect. At the same time, Paddy understands that surviving against Topuria is a completely different challenge. One mistake against a fighter with Topuria's precision and power could change the entire fight instantly. That is why Paddy's warning is so important. He is not claiming that Topuria is an easy opponent. Instead, he is suggesting that Topuria may underestimate how difficult it would be to deal with him over the course of a full fight. If the matchup becomes a physical war, Pimblett believes his size, grappling, pressure, and ability to keep pushing forward could force Topuria into uncomfortable situations. The psychological battle would also be enormous. Both fighters are extremely confident. Neither likes to take a step backward.
Your family is rich, right? Like, because you built a $2 million gym in your house. You just won the belt. How could you have that much money?
Because I do stuff as part of the UFC. I do many things.
Because normally when we become champion, we get a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
But you got money like you've been the champ for 10 years. You got John Jones money.
Oh, I saw him shadowboxing on a helipad on the top of his apartment building.
And neither wants to give the other any advantage before the opening bell. Imagine the face-off. Topuria staring directly at Paddy, completely calm and confident, while Pimblett stands across from him with the same attitude he has shown throughout his career. The trash talk would be intense, but once the cage door closes, none of those words would matter. The real question would be whether Paddy could survive Topuria's early explosiveness, and whether Topuria could handle Paddy's pressure and grappling for 15 or 25 minutes. This is where Paddy's warning becomes especially interesting. He knows that Topuria's greatest weapon is not simply his power, it is his ability to create fear and force opponents to hesitate. A fighter who becomes nervous about being knocked out can stop throwing combinations, stop taking risks, and give Topuria exactly the openings he needs. Paddy, however, is promising the opposite mentality. He would enter the fight believing he can win, and that confidence could force Topuria to fight at a pace he is not comfortable with. Pimblett would likely look to make the fight physical, drag Topuria into grappling exchanges, attack submissions, and constantly make him work. If he can force Topuria to defend takedowns repeatedly, the fight could become much more complicated than a simple striking battle, but Topuria would have his own answers.